Yeah,
Ready to roll. Let's do it.
We're live.
yeah,
I don't know
man.
what to do with my hand.
We are past the halfway mark of this year.
Yeah, that's true.
It's crazy to think of, but yeah,
It's going too quick this year, Hoss.
I know.
That begs the question: is it too long, or not too long, but is there too many games, or is there not enough games?
Not enough.
All
Yeah.
right, so
Too many games of Georgia winning, not enough of them losing.
yes,
So that needs to change pretty soon.
I'll say this: I would be perfectly fine with no conference championship game if we went round robin. Like everybody played everyone in our conference. Like
Hmm.
you had, there's 14 teams, so you get 13. You play 13 of your conference games, and we'll just say you get two non-conference games. You play 15 regular season games, and then whoever has the best record, wins the conference championship through the round robin, and then it goes straight into playoffs and bowls, just like that.
So you're saying no conference championship game?
There would be no need for it if
Okay.
if you played every single team in your conference in a season. There would be. I don't see why you would need a conference championship game.
All right. So what are you doing a three-way tie? Let's say Tennessee has beaten Georgia. Georgia beat Bama. Bama beat Tennessee, and that's all. Everybody's one loss.
Well, they would do like they've done before. Whoever's the best ranked team, I guess, the highest ranked team.
Now you're putting it in the hands of the voters.
I don't know. Trenches shit. I don't know. I mean,
well, let me ask you this. All right. So if we did that to where it was all conference play and then 15-2, would you just take the top 4 best records, automatic playoff bids at the SEC?
well, I guess if you had a 3-way tie, you'd have 3 co-champions. I mean, that's how the SEC used to be before '92, but they just didn't have round robin. You didn't play everybody, but there was co-champions like all the time.
Right, but what I'm saying is playoffs going into this 12-team playoffs is the top 4 automatic bowl bids or playoff bid. I mean, it's the best conference.
Here's what I say. You got a 12-team playoff, right? Top 2 teams out of all Power 5 conferences. That's 10 of your teams, all right? Top 2 teams. All right, and then there's 2 spots left. Those can be for like a wild card scenario, like if there is a 3-way tie in the SEC that year, or something like that. Hell, I don't know. It just sucks because we got this year and we got for some schools it's changed. Teams that we've been playing every year since 1992, that's changing next year, and it's like everybody's worried about we don't get to play this team anymore hardly ever. Well, round robin will take care of that problem.
Yeah, it's true. Georgia loses South Carolina for the first time since I've been around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not playing Carolina. We still play. It seems like we still play everybody that we usually play out of the SEC except South Carolina. Well, we don't play Missouri, but that's why I've been going on since 2012. But anyway, it was a great bye week. We had lots of great games. It was It was a fun week for college football. If you're just a fan of college football, which we all are, we love our teams, but we love the sport too. And there was entertaining games on all day long.
That is true.
And I think it started off with a bang. The Red River rivalry, man, what a game that was.
Yeah, I thought Texas could get it done, but
Texas O-line looked terrible that whole game. Quinn, even though Quinn, if you look at the numbers, Quinn only had 6 incompletions the whole game, threw over 300 yards, but he was rushed every play of that game.
Mm-hmm.
And what's crazy to me, Trenches, is like, look, I watched that entire game, and Texas the whole game, man, they looked like the more dominant team the entire game. It seemed like, at least till late in the game, but they just, I mean, Oklahoma just made those kind of lucky plays to me, you know, when they had to, and but still Texas, it's like Oklahoma would catch a huge break, and then Texas would like pop them right back, you know, with something, and it just looked like Texas was able to do the thing when they would score something. They did it with ease, and Oklahoma's like they could barely get a touchdown, but it didn't matter because they still won. Oklahoma won that damn game.
Do we all kind of, at least I feel this way. I want to see y'all. It doesn't fucking matter. Because at the end of the season, they're going to play again, and I'd put my money Texas beats them in the rematch.
What do you mean they're going to play again?
Don't they have to play in the championship? Or they? I know they're the same division, ain't they?
I think so, yeah. See, the Big 12 used to do that round robin thing too, but they don't anymore. So, what a mess.
Well, I mean, me and Haas talked about it a little bit Saturday. I know you were busy doing your thing. You think Oklahoma's for real, or is it just they got lucky?
I'll let Haas go first. Oh, Haas already spoke on this?
Yeah, we talked about this Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think it's that. I mean, yeah, I think Oklahoma had some luck, had some breaks go their way, so to speak, in that game. But I don't think we should take anything away that Oklahoma's a good football team. I think that them and Texas are at least side by side, you know. But I could see Oklahoma dropping a game, but I could see Texas also dropping a game. I don't think either team is playoff team material. You know, I think they're both really good programs, but I don't think Oklahoma. I don't think either one of them is going to make the playoffs. What I'm saying.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. What other games you watched Saturday?
Oh shit! Well, of course, you know I watched that Texas A&M and Alabama game, and that was a good one. You know, a defensive struggle, so to speak.
We still can't get a handle on those penalties. 14 penalties, 99 yards.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing is you guys are still winning. You know, like you had the one loss, but I mean, it wasn't like a blowout game. Obviously, it was what was the final 26-20?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, yeah, 26-20. But I mean, it just seemed like you could tell in that second half, like there's no way that Texas A&M is going to be able to beat Alabama. And y'all did it on the road in a hostile environment, and that's hard to do. And honestly, Hoss, if this game had been in Tuscaloosa, I think Alabama would have probably won by 20 points, 21 points easily.
Well, we definitely had some squandered opportunities where we could have got more points. So, yeah.
You know, if you're a fan of defense, it was a fun game. Me, myself, I like a little bit more offense, you know, just a little bit. I'm not saying I like it. I like those Pac-12 62-60 games, but, you know, I watched I watched a very little of that Georgia game because, I mean, it kind of went how I kind of figured it would go. I knew Georgia would be ready for that game, and I knew Kentucky was a bunch of frauds and one-dimensional as hell, and Georgia prepared well. Kirby had them boys ready, and Georgia, you know, flexed on Kentucky just like they should, you know, because Georgia is a really, really good team, and Kentucky is just you know.
Yeah, but it's kind of a jerk move to leave your QB.
Shut the fuck up. You were going to go to that,
you know. I mean, we get it, Kirby. Y'all are the top dog, as it were.
Fourth
but
quarter, they were out.
Come on,
You're right, Hoss.
it was fucking Kentucky. Let's be real here.
Hang on now. Pause. Let me stand up for my team a little bit here. That should have been our hardest game leading up to this point. When you're looking at pure statistics, pure numbers, and rankings, that was our first ranked opponent.
But
it's not our fault. That's the best we've played. That was supposed to be our hardest opponent.
the only reason that it was supposed to be your hardest opponent is because Kentucky's cake-ass fucking schedule. All right?
They were still our only rank. Okay, let me ask you this. If Kentucky and South Carolina play next week, who you put your money on?
I'm probably going to pick South Carolina because
You're
fucking
just using
Spencer
that
Rattler.
argument. You're lying.
Dude,
There's
Kentucky
no way they
can
can stop
only
the run.
run the ball. Kentucky cannot
And
throw
South
the
Carolina
football.
can't stop the run.
And Kentucky can't stop the pass.
Either way, we struggle big time with South Carolina.
That's
And
what
to
I'm
me, they're on the
saying.
same fucking
Hell,
wavelength.
Football math.
Go ahead.
What happened? Think about football math here. I'm using what you just said. Georgia struggled against South Carolina. Put their foot up Kentucky's ass and just stomped it. And you want to know why I think you did it? Because I think South Carolina, it was a little bit the matchup is what I'm thinking. So I think Kentucky doesn't match up well with South Carolina. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Let's watch and see what happens Saturday.
When does South Carolina, Kentucky play?
I have no clue.
We're
I know Missouri and Kentucky play Saturday, and I think Missouri's going to put their foot up Kentucky's ass too.
They might, because Brady Cook's the real deal. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the SEC right now that's getting slept on.
Yeah, well, Kentucky's just shit.
Well, like I said, if you want to throw some money on Kentucky versus South Carolina this year, I'm more happy to oblige.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about it when we get to that point.
So,
but I mean, I don't even know when the hell that.
Week's got the 2-5 Vanderbilt Commodores.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one, Hoss.
Put it this way: if it's in Columbia, South Carolina, Kentucky's fucked.
I guess we can expect starters to be in at the end of the fourth quarter in this one.
Maybe.
Well, I will say this: I'm not trying to defend Georgia here. However, I mean, there was a lot of chirping coming out of the Bluegrass State.
Yeah.
Going into that week, so I kind of get it.
And chirping after the game by Mark Stoops.
What the fuck has he said?
He said, well, we need to get our NIL numbers up because apparently Georgia can pay players to come play there, but we can't.
Because you're fucking Kentucky.
You're Kentucky. I guarantee you got more money on your basketball team than we do.
Oh, hell yeah. That's why Bear Bryant left Kentucky, because he got a watch and for winning the Sugar Bowl, and Adolph Rupp gets thousands, like $1 million or whatever for going to the damn tournament.
Mark Stoops, he's just recycling the same shit Jimbo said about Saban. That's all he's fucking trying to do.
Yeah.
They were bringing that basketball energy to football.
Yeah. I will say Carson now leads the SEC in passing yards, which watching the games besides Kentucky, it's one of those is like, I guess because we don't run the ball much, it kind of that his yardage and completion rating kind of just snuck up on me. Like, you watch him play and you're like, he's not going deep much, but I guess yards after carry or something, he made it to the top of the list for this week. I don't think it's going to be a good game here, Hoss.
While we're talking, we got a good game going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's
not really that good of a game. I lied.
Yeah. We're basically watching this because Hoss has a guy on Liberty.
No, you can change it. I mean, the other games are about the same.
Coastal looks like Patrick Mahomes right now.
Coastal Carolina's up 24-17 on App State, and MTSU's up 31-23 on La Tech.
Well, Carter, did you happen to watch that amazing Miami-Georgia Tech game?
No, but I watched an amazing USC-Arizona game.
It was a good one. It shouldn't have been, but it was a good one.
But please tell me what happened in this Miami game, Trenches. I am so curious.
Well, if you
I'm sure Miami beat the hell out of Georgia Tech, right?
They didn't. It was so crazy. Me and Haas were live, and we got to watch it live with everybody in the comments, all two people. And it's about so Miami's moving the ball. The game's pretty much over. All they got to do is take a knee. They decided to run the ball, fumble it, give it back to Tech with like 20-something seconds left. The dumbest move I've ever seen. Literally, Georgia Tech, 0 timeouts. You could have just taken one knee, walked away from the game.
Exactly.
Georgia Tech gets the ball, 6 seconds left, scores like, what was it, like a 30-yard touchdown pass?
Yes.
Game over.
How is it that Carter misses every Saturday night show? How is it that Crane just misses every show?
We were definitely shocked, and you can see it if you rewatch that stream that we did.
Well, here's why, Crane, just because I was at a hotel in Memphis. I had to pick up my father from the airport, and he flew in from Minnesota, and his flight landed at 10:15 p.m. Central Time. So I couldn't help it. I am sorry.
We understand.
The previous week was because my game was not yet over, and I was watching my game. It was a late game, but
I think I came in here while Bama was still playing.
That you may have, Hoss, and I'm glad that you can do that. I just choose not to.
Okay, I believe I was in a Uvu when Georgia was getting their ass whooped by Ohio State last year.
I'm glad you guys are able to do that. I just can't. I could be in here, but you wouldn't see me or hear me the whole fucking time.
We get it, man.
Okay.
I'd be muted up like CH,
Chicago kid.
Yeah. Chicago made. But, and then I'm trying to catch on his comment. Megan says it. Here, cover on. Hello. Crane just said the Cards got me convinced. It had nothing to do with South Carolina. It was all Kentucky. I think Kentucky loses to Missouri. I think they lose to South Carolina. There's a couple losses for the Cats coming up. Like I believe Crane you've even said, what do they do every year? They start off really, really hot. They start off 5-0, and then they lose 5 in a row.
Well, Hoss, you know what I'm doing, right?
What you're doing?
That Texas math every week. Go fucking Wildcats.
Okay.
That is that. I get it. That makes sense and that would look good for Georgia because if Kentucky goes out there and beats the shit out of Missouri, it's like, well. But let's be real, football math doesn't really add up. You have. Okay. Well, I've appeared on more Cover 4 streams than you have, so I'm winning.
Well, let's not try to get in a fight with our commenters. We've got more tonight than we've had in a while, so let's try to hang on to them if we can.
Yeah, but Cranges don't really count. Why aren't you here now, Cranges?
Well, I mean, he's supporting us so in the comments, so that'll have to do.
No, it does not do.
All right, so going into this week coming up. Oh wait, we barely even touched on that USC Arizona game.
That was something.
USC's some frauds. Let's be honest. It's Caleb Williams carrying the show, but he's really. I just don't think he's. I mean, he's good.
I don't think he's worthy of getting the Heisman again. That's for sure.
No.
All right. What is USC's record if Caleb Williams wasn't on that team?
4-2.
Okay.
I think even without them, they beat teams like Colorado.
Yeah, they probably would have. Which looks like they were able to pull one out.
Yeah, if they didn't have him, I see they would have at least they would at least had 2 losses by now.
I'll tell you what, though, it sure has all the Colorado talk sure has died down a lot since their 2 losses.
Are they playing this week?
Let's see. Like I said, they don't talk about them anymore, or I would know this.
I think they play Arizona or Arizona State this week.
They play Stanford at
Completely
home.
fucking wrong. All right, cool.
They'll probably win that game.
Yeah, Stanford's not good.
Yeah, 2 L's in a row. They bounce back with the win at Arizona State. Let's just look at the rest of their schedule. They got Stanford on Saturday. Then they got a bye week.
Actually, Stanford's on Friday.
Oh, you're right. Friday, October. Oh, Friday the 13th.
You know you've taken a step back when you're playing on a Friday night.
Yeah.
That's good for high school, but not good for college.
Yeah. But Friday the 13th. I didn't even realize that. Holy crap. And it's in the month of October. That is creepy. Stanford on Friday, as Hoss said. They got a bye week. And then they play, they got to go to UCLA when they come back from their bye week. Then, don't get no easier. They get Oregon State at home. Then they maybe catch a break with Arizona at home. But then they got to go to Washington State and then wrap up the season at Utah. So let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, they got like 4 more losses coming for sure. Which would put them, 6-6?
Yeah, which is bowl eligible.
That is true. Which is a huge improvement from
Absolutely.
1-11.
All right, so coming into this week, we got the big game, Oregon, Washington, at Washington. What's y'all's takes on this game?
I think Oregon's going to shine in this game. I think they're going to, go in there. Yeah, they're the road team, but I think they're going to put up big numbers.
All right. Unk, he's not.
What about you, Trenches?
I got Oregon. I think they not only it's going to be a shootout between 2 of the best quarterbacks right now in the NCAA. But Oregon's got a better defense. I think Bo Nix might be able to pick that secondary part at Washington.
So do you think maybe just a field goal difference at the end, or do you think it'll be a little bit more than that?
I'm going to say 6 points.
Okay.
I'm going to say quack, 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 quack.
All right, good breakdown.
Well, quack, quack. That is an answer.
I think Oregon's just a better team. I think they got more talent. Bo Nix, probably at the beginning of this season, I probably would have leaned more towards Washington before the season started. But now, I don't know. Bo Nix he's showing that he could be a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. Oof.
Poor Auburn.
Yeah,
they've
anyway.
had 2 road games prior to this Washington trip. Granted, it was against Texas Tech and Stanford, but I still say they're gonna be able to get it done. Bo Nix is a big part of that, but I mean they've got other weapons too as well. So Franklin's one of their better wide receivers, so I'm sure he'll get some catches. Got a little bit of an argument going on in the comments section. Well,
between. Oh shit!
Someone even challenged Trenches to a fight. It looked like things are going wild tonight.
I'll fight trenches all day. And good luck with that, bud.
Who said that?
Fucking Crimson.
Oh shit. I mean,
All right, let's see. All right, so what's a game y'all are kind of like? We know the big game of the week where College Game Day is going to be. They're going to be in Seattle. What game are y'all most looking forward to that's not your team?
mm,
Probably Texas A&M Tennessee.
Okay. Carter?
'Cause, I mean, we're really going to see, I think, is Tennessee for real or not? Because
I thought even if we beat A&M, I still don't know if that proves anything to me. Like,
well, let's just say in the past years y'all haven't fared too well against West teams. I know you're still hanging your head on the Alabama win, but it's can you do it consistently? That's the question.
well, we did beat LSU last year too.
Okay, again, that was last year, so let's see. Can you do it this
Well,
year?
yeah, I know. I'm just saying you were talking about consistency. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I mean consistency on a year to year, not just one. So I'm not trying to jab at you too bad, but I'm just saying,
I mean, we could go in there Saturday and beat A&M by 20, but still lose to Alabama by 30. I mean, I guess I don't think A&M's the measuring stick.
okay.
I don't know. Like,
They're kind of like the gatekeeper, though. Let's be honest.
Yes.
Name another middle of the road team that you have to get by in order to get to top notch. Like, it's not Bama, Georgia. It's either LSU and A&M. Those are the two gatekeepers of the SEC.
I'd say Ole Miss is above A&M.
You said who?
Ole Miss.
Yeah, but
I think it's like Alabama in the West right now. It's like Alabama, then Ole Miss, then take a pick between LSU and A&M.
Actually, right now it's LSU second, then Ole Miss, and A&M are both tied, so tied for third.
Okay. I mean,
you know what, Carter? We're both right. Let's just enjoy it.
I'm just saying that.
All right, so you say Texas A&M and Tennessee. Carter, who you got?
I mean, God, for some reason, I've never really liked watching Pac-12 football games ever in my life. Like, especially back when USC was killing everybody because it was just it wasn't competitive. But slap my ass and call me Sally. Like, the Pac-12 has been so fucking entertaining this year, and part of that's probably because they play at midnight and we're all wanting to watch football still. But damn, there have been some pretty good games so far this year from that conference, and there's a lot of good teams in that conference this year. And so, yeah, I mean, I don't want to just pick the obvious game, but that damn Washington-Oregon game should be really fun.
Well, yeah, no, I said besides the main marquee game and your team's game, what game are you looking forward to?
Well,
I still want to smack your ass and call you Sally. I just want to see if you have an answer.
Is there any game? I mean,
well, let me just look at them again because
Florida, South Carolina, maybe. I don't know.
Tell you what, while you're looking, I'm gonna go to mine. I'm gonna go with the Kentucky, Missouri. I want to see, what's gonna win a better run game, better pass game right now. Can Brady Cook handle the environment? I think it'd be a fun game to watch. I think Missouri is the better team, though, for sure. But I think they match up well.
Yeah. Well, okay, here's one. Now, I know I feel like as soon as I say this, y'all are going to dog cuss me.
Okay.
But just hear me out. it was a terrible loss for this team, but they bounce back? Miami, North Carolina. I mean,
Ooh.
look, I get it. They played really, really bad. Lost to Georgia Tech, and that was not a good loss. But I mean,
I think I
it's
heard
kind of,
one commentator say that was a bonehead play of the season so far.
yeah,
It was pretty bad.
it was, no doubt, it was. But
And that whole loss just sits on Sark, by the way.
yeah, but I think it's too. I think a lot of people are too quick to, you know, to just say, "Oh, well, Miami's season's over. They're terrible and they're garbage." I mean, who's to say? Like, I would not be that shocked if somehow Miami pulled that win off against North Carolina. Then what's everybody like? Oh shit,
Well, it's at Miami, right?
it's at
No,
North Carolina,
at North
so that
Carolina.
does make
Drake
it.
May's gonna eat them alive. Get the fuck out.
Yeah,
What do you think
I think-
spread is?
I'm gonna say 10.
Awesome.
at least 6.
3 points.
I'm not buying it. I might. Oh man. If you can lay money on it, lay money on that game.
And you may be right, dude. It could be a bloodbath for all I know. But it's 3 points.
Like, God, I don't want Georgia playing North Carolina the way Drake May's playing right now, much less Miami.
There's also a pretty good another Pac-12 good Pac-12 game. You got 4-1 UCLA traveling to Corvallis to take on Oregon State, 5-1.
Okay.
It's a top 25 game. You got NC State.
That's what I was
Travelers.
going to bring up. To Duke.
Yeah,
That's a
NC
matchup.
I mean, they don't have to. They basically walk out their front door, get in their car, drive 5 minutes, and then they live that Tobacco Road. I mean, those schools are right there all together. Raleigh and Durham, and it's crazy how close those universities are.
Yeah. I think North Carolina State might surprise some people.
Yeah, I mean, but Duke is playing really good football, for Duke.
Well, I mean, we could stay in the ACC. What about fucking Syracuse and Florida State?
It could be.
I mean,
It
Florida
is in
State has
Tallahassee.
not looked dominant since that LSU game.
You're right.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know how I feel about Florida State covering that 17.5 spread. Ooh,
Oh, no.
I ain't
Noon
touching
kickoff?
that shit. What?
At a noon kickoff?
Yeah, fuck that. Them noon
Yeah.
games are dangerous. That's upset city time right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Have to go outside the top 25 here for a second. Let's see if there's just any more that just kind of. It's nice seeing three games tonight on a Tuesday, and then hell, we even got 2 games tomorrow night. UTEP at FIU, Sam Houston at New Mexico State. Thursday night we get West Virginia at Houston, SMU at East Carolina.
Well, since
Friday
we-
we get Tulane, Memphis, Fresno State, Utah State, and of course the Colorado Stanford game.
I was going to say, since we've got Cranges in the comments, how does he think Auburn's going to fare against LSU?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think Auburn's definitely got a shot, but it is going to be a tough task going into Tiger Stadium,
It is.
especially the way that they've been producing. I mean, they've. We were talking a little bit before the stream, so they're gonna make you work for it.
Yeah, Death Valley at night. That's a tough ask for a lot of teams, especially Auburn right now.
Yeah.
What about Kansas State at Texas Tech?
I think Kansas State should bounce back, maybe.
Oh, I'm gonna take Texas Tech at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Texas Tech in this one.
USC at Notre Dame, big rivalry, battle for the gold, or the jeweled shillelagh, or whatever the hell it is, or something.
Jules Shillelagh.
I think that's what that rivalry's called.
That sounds good. We'll go with it.
I got no faith in Notre Dame. Their season's over. They know it. They've got 2 losses. They're still fighting for something. You know what I mean?
I'll go USC.
Carter.
Well, you made a good point earlier, about Mr. Heisman carrying that team. And Notre Dame, they desperately need a win. They've lost 2 games now. They're barely in the top 25, but yeah, I think USC will win. I do think it'll be a good, close game, though. I think Notre Dame will give them a hell of a game. But
What's crazy is going into week 3, we all thought Notre Dame was for real and Sam Hartman was a bad motherfucker. Now that's completely gone.
oh yeah, like looking at this game at the beginning of the year, or after like you said, week 1, we thought, man, that was going to be a huge game. Like, I'm sure when the people that looked at that scheduled game day, they were probably circling that game, thinking, "Oh man, look, this week, that's probably where we're going to be."
Yeah.
Well, not
Rangers,
really.
I was looking through the comments. I don't believe I got an answer to how you think Auburn's going to do against LSU, but maybe you didn't hear me. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
They're in their own world right now, Hoss.
Yeah, I mean it's a
lot of
battlefield
back and
in the
forth.
comment section over here. I mean, it's
Love
keep
is
your
a
head on a
battlefield,
swivel.
too.
Yeah,
You know that, Hoss?
I've heard that. Yes, Carter.
Tell me how y'all feel about this. Every time I see like the college game day, the big game of the week, like this Oregon Washington, I always feel like that should be the night game. Like that should be the headliner, right?
Yeah, you would think.
But there's so many, like the Red River noon. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's just, I know that it's kind of silly that game's at noon, but that's like they've always played it at noon. I guess they just think like, well, we got to keep it at noon. It's a tradition.
Yeah.
Do you think it has anything to do with that Peacock has started showing games because that's where the I think that's where the the USC Notre Dame game's at. So if that were on an ESPN channel, do you think they would have picked that one instead?
Nah. Because
Well,
Notre Dame is completely out. There's no chance they can make the playoffs with 2 losses with no conference. They're done. But
this game's in
both
South
of these
Bend, right?
teams-
Yes.
Yeah. But
Whoa.
these 2 teams, Oregon and Washington, both have playoff hopes. Both Heisman contending quarterbacks, both top 10.
You guys forgetting one important thing too.
What's up?
If it's in South Bend, NBC gets first, because NBC covers Notre Dame. And so if it's a home game for Notre Dame, NBC gets the first stab at it. So,
Yeah. Unc says, can we talk about the Arizona Wildcats?
well,
Never mind.
Well, are they even playing this week?
No.
Would be the first question.
No, I know what he's doing. Move right on.
Oh,
past that
my
one.
God.
We're gonna
Well,
move right past that.
Well, I mean, they do have a team that is a team that does play usually on Saturday. Actually, they're playing against Washington State. So
I'll cam up for you there, Trent.
this week, Unc, I think they're not going to do too well because I bet Washington State will beat them.
Doesn't seem like a point to cam up though. We're just in these little squares. We got people are paying more attention to the game than our faces.
Not no more.
Not no more.
Game's over, so I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that.
But you know what? We got a good game tomorrow.
Oh, do we?
Game 3.
Baseball. Yeah.
Oh, the Braves. Okay.
Yep, 1-1. Hopefully, we don't need to come back to win the 3rd game.
I'm hoping not. The way they won that game, like that takes all the momentum and just.
Mm-hmm. Well, is this the last game in Atlanta, then to Philly?
No, it's only a 5-game series, so
That's
it
right.
goes to Philly.
First round.
Yeah. So we got to win 2 more games, but they also just got to win 2 more games too. So
Cover the baseball game? I'd have to defer to these two guys because I don't keep up with that.
That's a long.
Yeah, it's a
thing.
long stream.
Yeah.
And our PayPals don't get hit like that, so we might be skipping that one.
Yeah.
Not to dissuade you from the baseball talk, but the Coastal Carolina App State game is now netted up at 24 with less
Really?
than 5 minutes to go in the game.
Okay.
Holy crap.
I was just letting you know.
I appreciate it.
Arizona sky.
What does he say? University of Arizona in the sport of American college football. Arizona competes in the Football Bowl subdivision of the national. So we're copying and pasting now, looks like.
Cover 4 means you cover 4 sports: football, baseball, basketball, and wrestling. Football, baseball, yeah. I'll give you a third sport. This Saturday, KSI Tommy Fury fights along with Logan Paul and Dylan Dennis, and I will be ordering that fight.
Okay.
I'm
Who
rooting for
you think is
KSI.
going to win it?
I'm rooting for KSI, but very doubtful because Tommy Fury is an actual professional boxer.
Okay. So when someone tries to do something like that, fighting in a sport they're not normally in or not known for, I mean, is it just for publicity only, you think, or are they trying to actually prove they have some talent in that sport?
KSI has talent. He's knocked out everybody he's faced except for Logan Paul the first time they fought. But he's a YouTuber who just kept going with it. And he's already beaten one professional boxer, but nowhere near as good as Tommy. What's up, Maddie?
Okay.
Tommy Fury, if you don't know Haas, that's Tyson Fury's younger brother.
All right.
Who's the world heavyweight champ.
I don't know all the fighting stuff as well as y'all do. So.
Yeah. Oh man, we might have to send this link out tonight. This is getting good.
Yeah, things may have to continue elsewhere.
Yeah, Carter, you good to go ahead and roll out?
Whatever you guys want to do.
Well, I mean, we're muted up and cammed down, so
Hoss is not holding back on you this week.
It seemed like you were kind
beautiful.
of done, so
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Don't worry about me.
Man, I love this.
I'm loving this Arizona talk we're talking about. It's great.
Yeah.
You know that the Arizona Wildcats are more known for a basketball school, so.
We didn't talk about the Bama-Arkansas game, but
nope.
At the beginning of the season, I really thought this game was going to be, another tough battle, but I just think Arkansas has been on a steady decline from what I've seen. So I think we should roll in this game. No pun intended.
I got you.
We're getting definitions in the in case you guys are wondering, we were getting terms and Webster's Dictionary tonight.
And Hoss, I just didn't bring up the Bama game, just like I didn't bring up the Georgia game. They both should win pretty handily.
Well, I mean, I would like to think Arkansas is a tad bit better than Vanderbilt, but
yeah, but I'm saying competition to competition, y'all should be fine.
I get you.
Like I really didn't want to have to bring up A&M because I mean they should be fine, but we'll see.
I hear you.
Well, I guess you're about there. I guess you have a valid because they're 2-4. Vandy's 2-5. So.
There you go. See?
Vanderbilt they started a week early, so
they did.
They did lose to UNLV though. Just saying.
How does that work with week 0? You get 2 bye weeks?
Yeah.
It's kind of stupid.
Yeah. I mean, if they're going to do week 0, they need to at least have one good game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, giving us USC and who'd they play? Was it Fresno State or some shit like that?
Um, Notre Dame and Navy, USC, was it like Toledo or some shit like
San
that?
Jose State or San Diego?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And even then, USC struggled. Y'all remember that shit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
But
But-
I don't know if you saw how much yardage has been put up in this game, but apparently neither one of these teams like to play defense very much.
Oh, cool. It's Ole Miss and LSU.
One had over 500 yards rushing, or 500 yards total, sorry. The other had over 400. So
What's funny is if you're a true college football fan, Coastal Carolina could be ranked number 1, but App State's still the scarier team. Just off of history based, I'd fuck App State.
Yeah. But, Coastal had that run too.
They did, but they were ranked. App State could be unranked with 0 wins and fucking
Yeah.
surprise us and beat fucking Georgia, Bama, and Ole Miss. Like, who fucking knows?
They're the OG upsetters,
Mhm.
Started in, was it 07 against Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. That's what started that whole crazy season in
Yeah.
07 was that App State Michigan game. That just set the tone, And I mean, I surely to God they're going to do a 30 for 30 about that season one day. They got to,
Oh, yeah.
because it was just chaotic as hell. It was fun though.
do you think Coastal will try to go for a field goal here, or are they going to
Where were they at?
try to put it in the end zone? They were just approaching their field goal range, so I think
Ooh.
they're still about 25 or so yards out or more.
Yeah. Chanticleers.
Jesus.
Now we're talking about Amy Winehouse. Okay,
She's dead.
she is dead.
She had that song, what, Rehab or whatever it was?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, if only it had worked for her. But
I love how this is the fucking stream we get the most people watching, and that's what's going on in the comments.
well,
That's great.
we take what we can get.
Yeah. I fucking love Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, I love Cracker Barrel too. Blueberry pancakes.
Is that what you always get?
Yeah, sometimes, but it depends. Well, we're talking breakfast or we're talking just.
Oh, breakfast is the best way to go with cracker, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to dinner and shit, if you ain't getting the chicken fried steak or the meatloaf, what are you doing there?
They do have a very good blackened fish. Like, I think it's blackened catfish or something. I know
Really?
it. Yeah, that's pretty good.
You
I've
never
never
do,
ordered fish.
You never do the all vegetable plate.
I have, yeah.
I have not. I'm not eating the food that my food eats. That's bullshit.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Like hell, I love like I have done it out like at all you can eat places and stuff, but like me and Megan have talked about that. Like there's times where all we have for supper is like just a vegetable night, like you got green beans, you got corn, you got mashed
I
potatoes.
can do that, but I'm not going to a restaurant and ordering nothing but vegetables. Fuck that.
Well, it depends like where you're going. Like
Name a
obviously,
spot where it's good to get all vegetables and no meat.
well, there's a couple all you can eat places I know of
Mhm.
that I've just gone and got all vegetables, but I mean you're not going to know them because they're kind of. You ever heard of Higgs Catfish Cabin? I don't know.
Oh God.
I see. I'm more of a sides guy at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I am too. Because to me, turkey it's good, especially fried turkey, but it's overrated.
Yes.
I'd
Like
rather have
ham.
some good mashed potatoes, some yams, mac and cheese, some collard greens. That's the best portion of Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I eat ham like after Thanksgiving's over. Like the next day, I'm pulling that aluminum foil off and I'm peeling off pieces of fucking ham off that bone. And but,
There's
yeah.
there's a famous actor / host of TV shows, Joe Bob Briggs. He really loves Cracker Barrel, and he's big into the horror stuff. He used to have host the Monster Vision on TNT years ago, or TBS, I think it was.
I remember that.
Now he's on the Shudder network, and even his co-host, they a lot of times when they're traveling, they'll go to Cracker Barrel to eat. So
Oh,
That
shit.
Monster Vision, like,
Oh, shit.
yeah. I was always big into the Mothman.
Oh, God.
mhm.
Mothman Prophecies.
Hell yeah.
That movie's scary as shit.
I don't think I've seen that movie, but
Oh.
I didn't know there was one.
I have not seen that movie.
Oh, man.
I just always been interested in or like the New Jersey Devil. Oh, that's another one I'm big into. I ain't really big into the Chupacabra or nothing like that, but yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll take a few shots here, try to get in the end zone.
Oh, they're definitely in field goal range.
Mm-hmm.
That one run was, he should have lost 4 yards off that run. I don't know if y'all paid attention to that, but God, dog. Yeah, I know, Carter. I saw it too.
My God. Woo. Might get your wish, Trenches.
Oh, my God.
Well,
Oh, my God.
when the sun goes down and the band won't play. Well,
They're showing some other notable matchups they've had. I guess.
yeah. Well, they're rocking. Well, that was an old clip, wasn't it? Or is that?
So
Yeah.
2021.
Did y'all just see the bottom? Did we even talk about that game? UCLA versus Oregon State.
No, but
That's a ranked matchup.
Well, he mentioned it.
No, I did
briefly,
mention
but
it,
yeah.
we kind of blew past it a little bit. But
yeah.
I think I'm picking Oregon State in that one.
Yeah.
They've been
Yeah,
pretty
man, he's going.
consistent this season. So
Coastal's going back in the gun again. Oh, and a flag. And another flag.
Damn.
Rangers has a question for you, Carter.
Will Crane just come back to cover 4? Tune in to find out. Well, he didn't this week. Where was he? I mean, hey, I missed some Saturdays, or but hey, I'm here right now. Just saying,
That's true. We are all here,
we're all
witnessing what is happening.
here.
Both in the game and also in the comment section.
The show where, oh man, it's been so long since we've done it. We used to have this really fun thing we would do at the beginning of the show. We would have this, the draft. It's been so long.
Yeah, it works best with 2
4.
teams of 2, so
Yeah.
4 people.
Oh,
Thank you.
it's touchdown.
Oh yeah.
What? Oh man, smart play, but damn.
Yeah, that was smart. Unless he misses a chip shot, they can't. I don't know. Like, this dude just did like an NCAA 14 move. Like, you don't want to score too quick when you're playing somebody online because you want to train that clock. And you can score easily, but you like dive down at the 2.
Oh,
The
man.
ball went in though. Didn't it?
Carter.
Are they gonna say when he went down the initial?
No, his knee went down on a 1.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What the hell is going on?
Well, it looks like Coastal's about to win this game, Carter. I think that's what's going
Yeah, I also think so.
on.
But you never.
Oh, you might have been talking about something else. Sorry.
Oh no, I was talking about football.
Yeah. Oh, what's the games they've got showing here? SMU, East Carolina, Tulane, Memphis.
It's all the Thursday and Friday night games.
Yeah. There's like I said, there's 2 games tomorrow night. Like, I think I read a thing, read something on Twitter. Damn, that sounds stupid. I read a thing on Twitter. It said for the next, like, forget how many days in a row, but there's a football game every day. Like, just talking about NFL college. Like, NFL's got games on Sundays, Mondays. There's college games on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And there's NFL games on Thursdays. And then you got college games on Fridays and Saturdays. And then, so every day of the week until, like, I think they said till the end of November, there's football on every night of the week. So pretty
It's
cool.
like they slid down on purpose again there.
Mm-hmm.
They're just trying to get in the middle of the field to make an easy field goal.
Bleeding that clock.
They're totally doing an NCAA 14 move.
Well, let's hope they've got a good kicker because they would look pretty dumb if he shanked.
Oh
this
my God, they sure would.
one. But we'll see.
Yep.
3 seconds left.
Well, the Chanticleers win this game. God, their kicker's small.
Do we think this is a storm the field situation or not?
Well, it's at App State, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, then I don't think that will happen.
Well, I guess it depends on how many of their fans showed up.
Probably. Well, it's probably not that far because they're what? Coastal Carolina's in South Carolina, I think, and then App State's in North Carolina. Good Lord. Oh,
Yeah.
Hillbillies, for God's sakes. Look here,
They
Bubba.
they are the Mountaineers, so
Yeah, wonderful whites of Mountaineers. Huh? Y'all ever seen that?
Oh yeah.
mm-hmm.
Give us play-by-play. All right, well, Dickey is lined up. The nerves are tingling through his body as he will try to win the game for
There we go.
the
There's a
mighty
snap.
Chanticleers. It's
Up.
up. It is good. What?
Timeout.
Timeout.
Shit, they pulled me.
Icing the kicker.
Well, the Mountaineers here are going to try to ice the kicker. 3-2. The Chanticleers across the way are 2-3. Both teams needing a win. I think the Chanticleers need it just a little bit more. A quick 30-second timeout. He's staying. He's practicing the kick. He looks confident. The team that makes the fewest mistakes will win. That is a golden rule of football. Press the kicking game. There's where the breaks are made, people.
Hello, Taylor. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Taylor. We're about to watch a miracle.
We're looking for a Coastal Carolina kick here. App State now out of timeouts.
And the kick is up. And it is, whoa, it is good.
It was very close to going out.
He threaded
All
the
right.
needle.
Well,
Cover on, people.
they made the play they needed to make.